Hey, hello, welcome to Mortgage is Fun with Troy. Are you in the market to buy a home? Are you out there in this crazy market searching for houses? If that is you, you're going to want to pay attention here shortly. Or are you a realtor? Are you a realtor helping your clients trying to get into a home, and you're driving all over the place showing your clients houses, and you're also writing up a ton of offers that aren't getting accepted, and it's getting frustrating? I've got a game changer for you. So I want to introduce Loan Depot's National Renovation Manager, Milton Manolis.
Hello. Hey, Troy. How are you?
Hey, good, man. Thanks for some time. I've been spending some time with you getting certified on these, and I'm just so excited about what you do and about how you can help me and how you can help my borrowers and how you can help my realtor friends. So tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, listen, thank you for having me, and I appreciate being here. And I love spreading the word on renovation and really how it helps people. And that's kind of the thing. The way I got into it is I wanted to provide a different type of value for my customers and for my associates, my referral sources, the realtors that I worked with. And that value really had to do with having a bigger impact on people's lives, because really what was happening is it wasn't just about buying a home. The reason people had so much anxiety in the home buying process was because after getting an accepted offer, when it became a reality, people were overcome with anxiety, thinking about what the home needs and how much they can save and what can they afford. I loved the idea of being able to help them with that and put them at ease. And so I got into it probably 15 years ago now, maybe a little more, right? And it's been great. And really, it's become critical. The product itself is critical in helping reshape the housing stock across the country.
And I imagine right now it's a little different than it has been. So I imagine it's sort of shifted, like the value statement now, besides what it always has been with, I imagine with this market being this way, it adds a little bit more, it's a little different value as well. It adds a little bit more value. Tell us a little bit about what a renovation loan is, and then how Loan Depot, why are we so darn good at it?
Well, so a renovation loan is basically a product. It's a normal mortgage, just like any other, amortized over 30 years. But what it does special is it allows you to not just to finance the purchase of the home or the refinance of the home, right? But you can also finance any and all repairs that the home needs. So whether the home, you want to do some upgrades to it, you want to modernize it, make some cosmetic improvements, or maybe the home needs like some serious work. It could be full of mold, or there's structural damage to the home. We financed homes that have been, completely burnt. So it doesn't really matter what kind of work you're doing, but it allows you to purchase that home and roll in all the money that you need to fix it or rebuild it.
And that's all in one loan, and that's closing before any of the work's done.
Correct. Yeah, all the work always is done after closing, just like you would do on a construction loan, except this loan allows you to basically be amortized over 30 years. And you would make your normal payments. So, for example, you're going to take your purchase price and you're going to add your total renovation amount to it. And that kind of gives you your total acquisition. And your total acquisition is really what your numbers are based on, your down payment and your mortgage payment, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, if you're buying a house for $300,000 and doing $30,000 in work, then your down payment is based on $330,000. So we take the two and we add them together. So really, it's 1 30-year fixed mortgage, just like any other. It closes the same way, and they can hold it for 30 years just like they would, or not. There's no prepayment penalty. You can pay it off. You can sell the house. No restrictions whatsoever.
Right. So instead of saying, hey, I'm going to get into a house and I'm going to spend my own money because I don't really have equity yet into fixing it up, or I'm going to try to fix it up myself, you can do it all under one roof. And also, I see that as sort of a benefit now. Instead of kind of settling, I see a lot of people settle because they've been working at getting a house for so long. So they're like, okay, this one will do. Instead of that, they could get something that needs a little work to it and actually not settle, make it their own for this product. Have you seen that sort of
Yeah.
scenario?
Yeah, I have. And so basically to your point, what's happening now, customers, as when we started our conversation, basically removing the anxiety from the process. That's how it started, right?
Okay.
But now what you're seeing and what we've gone into is really, customers are walking into these homes and they're thinking about uh, the amount of money that they need to invest into the home to get it right for them.
Right.
And so that thought process is weighing on their decision.
Mhm.
And in a market like this, where it's a tight housing supply, it's very difficult to find the perfect home. So we tell a lot of our customers to stop looking for the perfect home. It doesn't
Right.
exist. Get into the perfect neighborhood, perfect school district, perfect subdivision, and then we can make it the perfect home. And that's kind of what you need to understand, because you may be looking, you walk into a house and you don't like the flooring or the master bathroom or whatever the case is, or maybe you want to build a master bathroom, right? But if it's not the way you like it, don't worry, because you have the option to make it perfect for yourself.
Yeah, no, I love that. I absolutely love it because I hear that. Actually, I just heard that the other day. I love the school district. I love where it's positioned, uh, but the house wasn't right, or the house is too much for what they're pre-approved for.
Yeah.
Either or, right? So, ending this off, how could I tell my realtor partners how to differentiate themselves? And I think we're going to have another call, Milton. We're going to invite a bunch of realtors and have another Zoom call, kind of an education course. I hope. I know you told me you'd make some time for that.
Absolutely.
Real quick, how can we? Because they're frustrated. They're driving around. I have people calling me driving so many miles at nighttime over here showing houses that, they basically are kind of giving up on even writing an offer up because they know there's 40 offers in, right? At 40,000 over offering. How could they differentiate themselves as realtors to get more clients themselves using this?
Well, listen, I think there's the value proposition of the loan to realtors. There's really quite a few of them, but some of the ones that stick out most is your ability now to really focus more on the location than the actual home, right? People are watching these shows, HGTV, Do It Yourself, and they're great shows. But when people look at these shows and they look at what they've done to these homes, it's a good and bad thing, because they think, I want to do that, which is great. But at the same time, they think that exists, right? And it
Yeah.
doesn't. You create it, but it's not there now. So by zeroing in on the area, it'll make the agent's time more efficient, right? You'll be able to spend more time providing a better service for the customer without wasting your time over 2 months, 3 months trying to find the perfect house. Now, the other thing is that basically you again find yourself in a situation where it doesn't really matter where the repairs come from. It could be something known within the house right now. It could be a violation that's on title. It could be something that comes back from an appraisal or from a home inspection. Doesn't matter where the repairs come from, who reports on them. We can finance them in. So, in essence, to our realtor partners, the added value is it protects the customer and it
Yeah.
protects the transaction. And even if it didn't start out as a renovation loan, by working with us, they're able to do that. They're able to protect that transaction because we offer both, and everything is done internally. So we don't use any outside services. So we handle everything start to finish.
Yeah.
So maybe they have a transaction that didn't start out as a renovation loan, but all of a sudden you get some violations out there. The home inspection comes back bad, and now you need to convert it. We can do that. It's okay.
So this rental loan will basically help them get to the finish line like they want, right? Help them close on time with their customer. And then we kind of handle after the fact for any of the things that need to be done, or if it's all that good stuff, right?
Correct. Everything is done by us
Perfect.
internally, right? All the draw department that handles cutting of the checks and ordering inspections and things of that nature. We deal with the customer for upwards of a year, depending on the amount of work they're doing.
Yeah, I love that because I've always been a guy to kind of not play the same game, right? I mean, that's what you're doing. That's what we're doing, right, at Loan Depot. I've always been a guy that says, let's not play the same game. Let's change the game. Let's make the game better. Let's change the game. And that's what we want to do for the realtors. Realtors of our change your game so you can get more clients. So you're just thinking differently. I love it. Hey, don't focus on this stuff is what you're saying. Focus on where do you want it to be? Okay, no matter what. I mean, we do FHA renovation loans, we do conventional renovation loans, and you can get a renovation loan for as low as 3% if you're a first-time home buyer. 3%,
That's correct.
5% down, correct?
Yeah. 3%.
So, hey, so this is part one of, I hope you'll join me on a couple of them just so we can get deeper. This was really service level, but I just really appreciate you getting on with me because ever since, I mean, you are so passionate. I wish people could see you on these calls with us, man. You're fired up. You are shot out of a cannon, brother. And I'm like going, man, this guy loves what he does, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm pretty calm right now, so that's good.
Dude, you're shot out of a cannon. You're calm because you're East Coast, and it's getting a little late, right? It's kind of a little time for happy hour. So I really appreciate getting on the line with me, and you fire me up every time I get on those calls with you, saying how we could help our clients make their perfect house instead of find their perfect home. It fires me up, and that's what I want to do for my borrowers, and what I want to do for my realtors is change the game for them as well. So, hey, any last words?
No, I mean, that's it. I look forward to doing more of these videos with you and getting the word out there and sharing. There's a lot of misinformation. A lot of people just don't know that these exist and how they can help them and give them a better quality of life and a better home for their family and improving the housing stock and building neighborhoods. And at the same time, to realtors, I mean, just being able to bring that kind of value to the areas that they service. And it's a wonderful thing. One of the trends that we've also seen recently, the world that we live in now within this pandemic, families are sticking together, they're closer, and they need more square footage. So we're seeing a lot of people who are either purchasing or looking to refinance their existing home and add square footage, add an addition bedroom and bathroom. And you can do that with a renovation loan, both a purchase or refinance. You can add square footage to the home, make it bigger. So again, to what we said, don't worry so much about the house, worry about where the house is and making sure it's exactly where you want it to be. And then we'll help you make it perfect.
Yeah, no, and I love that. That's something a realtor friend of mine just brought up is instead of having to move to fit your family, like as a growing family, what they're doing is adding a little ADU unit. They're adding a little unit on their properties. They have enough property, add another unit to put their mother-in-law in or whatever. Or maybe you need an office. You can add a little office on site.
That's right. Right. Accessory dwelling units are a big thing right now. Okay. And it's because the families are growing and the housing shortage and, they want to be together. And so, it's a big deal.
I'm hoping next time you're going to share some of your pictures with me. So we have to give them some visuals because those were incredible. Those before after pictures. Yeah,
we'll share them. Absolutely. We'll do it together. Absolutely.
Sweet. So everybody, hey, thank you, Milton. And thank you for joining us, in mortgage, especially right now with Milton. Mortgage is always more fun with Troy. See you next time.
Very true.